Lovely. Thank you. Warm welcome to everyone who's joined. So we run these as a part of the Leader in You Lean In Circle. It is a community of women leaders, for leaders, by the leaders. So you will see all the presentations being done by women leaders. So we are going through a series of books. At the end of every session, we decide which book we want to read next, and one of us volunteers to say, okay, I'm going to read and present a summary. We've been doing that pretty consistently, 3 or 4 books we've already completed this year. And this book was suggested by Sakshi, so we dumped it on her to say, okay, now Sakshi, you're going to present uh, the book to us. And just so you know, there is a special session for the Leader in You community on the 7th, basically around managing your finances. So do take time to attend that session too, as all of us need to be very smart about managing our finances. With that, I hand it over to you, Sakshi, to walk us through the magic of thinking big. And I'm very curious to learn what you've read.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And hello and good evening, everyone. I'm Sakshi, and you will soon be able to sense how excited I am to be here with all of you today for our session of The Magic of Thinking Big. This book is incredibly close to my heart, and I have read it more than 5 times. And every single time, it's given me something new. And for me, the tagline itself says it all, and it's a secret of success. The tagline says, How to earn more, lead fearlessly, and live a happier life. And I got my magic book that fulfills it all, brings all my delusional dreams into reality, but through my actions. Today, I would love for all of us to explore not just the idea in the book, but also what they can mean for each of us personally. So let's make this session interactive, reflective, and full of those big, bold thoughts that can change everything if we believe it. I hope it's visible to everybody else now. All
Yes.
right, great. So, we are going to discuss the chapters that made an impact for me and talk about the annotations from the book that hit the spot and became a psychological medicine. So, the first, it's all about positive thinking and it's about thinking with purpose. There is a magic in thinking big, but the thinking alone would not make all the difference. There has to be actions followed by thinking. Helps you reframe self doubt and aim higher in every area of life. So, the magic of thinking big takes you towards a way that only not helps you in success and your career, but entire living. How you can update yourself, your lifestyle, your living, your walking, your talking, everything. And it's a practical guide to building confidence and action oriented habits. Believe you can succeed, and you will. Cure yourself or excusitis, the failure disease. Build confidence and destroy fear. How to think big. How to think and dream creatively. You are what you think you are. Manage your environment. Go first class. Make your attitude your allies. Think right toward people. Get the action habit. How to turn defeat into victory. Use goals to help you grow. And how to think like a leader. These chapters not only tell you what is inside the book and the theoretical part, but also give you a clear written goal that these are the steps that you can follow and lead your way towards success. Does any of you have any questions? Self belief creates action, and action creates results. So, what's one goal you have been holding back on because you have been doubting that it would not turn out the way you wanted, and there would be roadblocks on the way, and that's why it's stopping your way towards taking that action? Uh, if anybody would want to share,
Can you give
anyone?
an example of how self belief creates action? To give a why this question, I may believe that I can do bungee jumping.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a belief. But how will that generate action? And I understand the second one, action will create results. That's clear.
Yeah. So, uh, you thought that you want to do bungee jumping or you can do bungee jumping. That's the first part. Now you know how to do bungee jumping. What are the best spots to do bungee jumping? You're not just going to go around and, jump because it's bungee jumping. And after the decision of believing the idea, you go towards more questions: how, what, when, where, why, and that creates action. And when you start taking actions, it creates results for you. It brings you what you were aiming for in the first place.
There is something between belief and action, which is steps towards taking that action. Would it be
Yes.
fair? Yeah.
Yes.
Vinisha said in the chat she has an example. You want to share, Vinisha?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Sorry, my video is not on because I'm slightly under the weather.
Take care. Please
So
go ahead.
thanks. So about a month ago, till about a month ago, I had this fear of recording videos live and coming and putting it out there on social media. And I'm sure many of us have gone through that phase. Uh, so, uh, so for me to just overcome that, I booked myself at a studio where I said, okay, nothing doing. I'm going to go ahead and record my reels, my videos, whatever I want to do. And I did that. And the day before I recorded it, I was running 102 temperature. I said, nothing doing. I'm going. I don't care how I sound. I don't care how I look. I'm going. And I went and I did it and I recorded everything. It's definitely not the best, but I have definitely overcome that fear of recording my reels and videos and putting it out on there on social media. So now I'm very, very comfortable doing that. So it's a small thing. I know everybody's doing it today, but I don't know, someone like me, it was a block in my head, which I overcame.
I so
Thanks.
relate to Vinisha right now. Uh, I had the same thing always in my head, was never active on social media, especially with my pictures. Forget about videos. But then one day when I had to do it, I just stopped thinking and just I did not give the opportunity to the brain to think कि क्या होगा क्या नहीं होगा. I just proceeded. Let's see what can go wrong in recording and clicking a picture.
Yeah.
Completely agree with you, Vinisha. That's so
So
relatable.
I paid money to the agency to get it done. So I said, now if I've committed, I won't move back, no matter, how bad I am or what state I am. If I commit, I just do it. So I just paid money. I paid a hefty amount to get it done over 2 days video shoot, photos, reels, and whatever. I learned some new terminology like B-rolls and stuff like that, which I never even knew. So I said, I have to do it, and I just did it. So now I don't care. Anybody puts a camera or shoots me while I'm talking, walking, or anything. I don't care. I'm like, fine, okay.
More power to you. More power to you.
Thanks so much. Thank you.
Should I move ahead?
Please.
Anybody else want to share their experiences, maybe?
No?
I totally agree though, Vinisha. I'm already on that path where I can click pictures, post it all over the internet, but I can't record a video of myself. So I am trying slowly, but yes, believing is the first part. Now we get towards cure yourself of excuseitis. What do you all think the word excuseitis means? Just make guesses if you can.
Giving excuses?
Blaming something, someone else for your situation.
Uh, Please come again.
Blaming something or someone else for your condition.
Right. Yes, totally agree. For responses. So, some of the most common excuses that we are always keeping in our brain and stopping ourselves from where we want to be. My health is not good. I am too fat to record myself on a reel. People would body shame me. I'm not intelligent enough. How can I aim for a bigger company that I absolutely love and I absolutely have the skills for? Age. I am too old. How can I be on the internet? People would shame me. I don't know nothing about internet. The generation is very different from where I was 20 years back. And luck. Oh, she was so lucky to get there. My luck is just not good. I am so unfortunate. So these are the things we are always putting ourselves and stopping ourselves, controlling our luck that we can't do it. Replace excuses with effort and resourcefulness. until you are sitting in a place and just making excuses, having the excusitis disease. You're always stopping yourself from whatever you want to be and the success you want to achieve. But replace excuses and put actual efforts. Efforts will always, always follow the success and your journey towards it. Please follow. Write down your most common excuse and reframe it into action. Can you guys please use a notebook and a paper, a notebook and a pen, and write down one usual excuse that you are knowingly or unknowingly using in your lives?
May I share something?
Yeah, sure.
One excuse that I always use is, this is who I am. This is how it is. Um, and in fact, my kids pointed this out to me, saying that uh, this is not how it was. So it was not always like this. You've changed, you've evolved, and it need not remain like this. If it has changed and evolved earlier, it can change and evolve even now. So,
I agree.
so I think both the reframe that you wanted, Sakshi, and my excuse of this is who I am. Uh,
I always use the excuse of not having time. I want
That's so
to,
common. Yeah.
yeah, that's very common and so
Yeah.
difficult to come out to. I just need 30 minutes for me to start a new habit, and have been trying to fit in. I push myself, try to do it one day, 2 day, 1 week, and then I forget again. Um, that's one problem that I want to, one excuse that I want to come over with. I am bored of this excuse now.
Gotta find something new and better.
Absolutely, yeah. Either I can find a better one, or
Yeah,
um, maybe get over with this excuse.
that's true. Build confidence and destroy fear. So, as simple as it sounds, it's really simple actually. Success, this book makes me feel it's so easy. Friends mean well when they say it's only your imagination. Don't worry, there's nothing to be afraid of. And we're like, okay, yeah, you told me and it's done, I'm not afraid anymore. Everything is fine for me. But, this is the kind of fear that does not really work, but it is real. It does not matter in the long run, and fear is almost nothing. It makes your mind think for a while that fear does not really exist, but it does. It is real, and we need to address that. To defeat it, first of all, condition yourself with the fact that all confidence is acquired, developed. No one is born with confidence, and you can too. This chapter shows how. Confidence is built through preparation and practice. So, I would want everybody here is experienced enough to have gone through multiple times when we have defeated our fear and built some confidence, acquired it to show up at a place where we actually wanted to. Can you please share one of those incidents?
I can share being a witness right now, Sakshi. I know how nervous you were. You've been practicing since morning, and this tech of sharing and all
Yeah.
was not comfortable to you, and yet you are here and doing a phenomenal job.
Thank you. That's so true. Yeah. Anybody else in the chat? Shruti, Vinisha, Sneha. So, confidence is built through preparation and practice. We just now discussed. Speak up, take action, guys. Fear shrinks when faced head on. Whatever fears us, speaking publicly fears me a lot. It's such a task for me. I can write it all, do it all, but don't make me speak. But facing it head on, I think. What small action can you take this week to shrink one fear? That is a question if you would be ready to answer. Anyone?
So, based on the previous excuse, so basically, what I want to do, what excuse that I give it for, is for I want to wake up a little early, maybe 30 minutes early, so I can take a walk. I love nature walk, which I'm not able to squeeze in my schedule.
Right.
Now it's very easy to give the excuse, I am a toddler mother, so I don't have time. My daughter's schedule is very flexible. She wants to sleep at night, she will sleep. She decides not to sleep, the whole family is awake. Um, what I want to do is, I still want to try it because I have tried it and I know it feels really good. I want to still do it. If it doesn't work, next day again I will start doing it. I will not lose the hope. So that's one fear, that even if I can't do it the next day, I will still try it. And another day, I mean the day after, I don't want to lose that hope.
Proud of you. If you actually want to do something, you can always take out time for itself. It, yeah. Ma'am, you were saying something.
I just typed it. One fear that is catching on to me these days is the fear of getting old. A number of people in the generation of my parents are either no more or really critical, or you can see the signs of aging very drastically, And every time I hear a story, I hear an incident, I'm like, oh gosh, this should not be me. Oh gosh, I don't want to be there. Oh gosh, I want to take care of myself. Um, so that fear is catching on, and definitely I want to do something to feel, think, be young. I don't know what, but
Ma'am, join a Pilates class.
there you go.
Yeah, go ahead, do it. Younger than you know already.
Challenge accepted, huh? What do I say now?
Just go ahead, take action, try it. It'll be fun at least. That I'm sure of. Uh, Mohana, would you want to share anything?
I have a lot of fears. One is age, other one is intelligence, and I just want to overcome. I think this session will be very helpful for me when I read the title. Um, yeah, many things I want to achieve, but many things hold back. I always fear that whether I'll be able to achieve it. How do I go to a bigger place if I have to achieve more? Being in IT industry, I have more experience, but still I'm not. Say somebody offered me a job to manage around 20 people. I didn't accept, fearing that I won't be able to do. Here I manage only 8 people. So those kind of things. But still I want to achieve, but I'm not able to accept that kind of uh, job.
Mohana's excusitis. I won't be
Yeah.
able to do it.
Yeah. So there is already one point in the book that says this exact same thing. And then it's like if they have thought that you are willing enough to be able to manage 20 people, then why do you
Yeah.
want to sell yourself short? And that also reminds me one thing: don't overestimate others and underestimate yourself.
Okay.
You are always as good as you know or you do not know.
Mohana, if it's not a very old incident, do you want to try reaching out to them, saying that, I thought through it. Maybe I'm up for it. Give me an opportunity. Of course, if it's an old incident, it doesn't make sense anymore. But if it's in the last couple of days, go back to them and say, yeah, I'm willing to take it on.
No, it's almost 6 months back, and I couldn't agree for that. Um, yeah, next I'll try
Next
again
opportunity.
asking. Yes.
All the best.
Right.
Mohana, for you, I'm sharing a link. Recently, I came across a study which talks about how women only accepts a job until they are 100% sure, while it is not the case with men. take a time to read. This is very nice. It talks about how our brain functions, how we get comfortable, how men get comfortable so easily with a new type of job or a new responsibility, but women still thinks many times. Um, it may help you a lot.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks a lot. I could open it.
Thank you for sharing, Mona. Anybody else want to share anything? All right. We can move towards the next slide. How to think big. Now, you have an idea already that you have to think big. You have something you want to achieve. Ma'am said that she does not want to feel old. Now, how do you want to, you know, what do you want to do about it? That comes from how. How do I make a difference? And then big thinkers see what's possible, just not what is. Whatever is going on, and it will go on and maybe worse if it's continuing to go on. But see what is possible, what can we follow later that, and aim for expansion. Don't limit yourself. As long as you're limiting yourself, there is no expansion and you are still where you were already. If failure was not possible, what's one big step you would take in 6 months? Come on, answer, guys.
I'm thinking
Okay, yeah.
it's not related to my fear,
Mhm.
but one big step for me would be to let my son drive his bike on the main road.
Yeah, we get it, yes. But what's the step here? I didn't get it.
Um, the step here is the only reason I'm hesitating is he's recently had a fall, and the thought itself is very scary for me. And so now, if you say failure isn't possible, then which means he can't fall again.
Yeah.
That's the thought that I had. So if he can't fall again, then it's okay for him to drive, right?
Right.
That's the connection I'm making.
Can I share something very personal,
Sure.
Shanti ma'am?
Yes, please.
It's about on similar lines. So while growing up, I think I was in first year of my college. Um, I used to when my father comes home, I will take his keys without anyone's knowledge at home, sneak out, take his bike, and go out for a ride. I only knew that time YouTube wasn't that famous. I mean, for everything that we are turning out to it. So I kind of learned how to ride a bike without anyone's knowledge, and I used to just take one round and then come back, keep it silently so nobody notices. And at my home, women riding a bike was a big taboo. You cannot do this. What if you get hurt? You are yet to get married. That type of thoughts. Mm, and so I knew that I have to come out of it. And of course, the mischievous me had to do it. So I told my friend, my childhood friend, that I have learned how to ride a bike. I steal my baba's key every evening and then I take a ride. I do not switch on the lights in the evening so that nobody can see me in the neighborhood.
Oh gosh.
And they will think it's just another random boy or a girl, and I'll make sure I tied my hair and I look like a boy. Um, so with that, one day my friend told me, okay, now take me tomorrow when you take out the bike from the house. And so I did. I took the bike out as usual, but I was scared. What if, forget about me, I am fine, but then what if she gets hurt? And one statement that she gave me that I still remember her tone, the way she spoke and everything, वो ज्यादा से ज्यादा क्या ही हो जाएगा, गिरी जाएगी ना, फिर उठ जाएंगे. Um, and I really loved the way she spoke to me in that situation. She was trying to sit on the bike, holding my shoulder, and That gave me a lot of confidence. To an extent, I could flex that I can ride a bike in front of my college, making sure, uh, I mean, probably I was the only one who knew how to do that, only woman who knew how to do that, girl at that time. So, yeah, I mean, just sharing that max to max, what will happen? What can go wrong? So,
Yeah, that's so true. And that was such a warm pat on the back, holding your shoulders. Okay, what is the worst that could happen? You
yeah.
will fail, but that's already a way to success. That's just a roadblock you can move towards.
Thank you, Ishita.
Mohana, would you want to share if failure was not possible, what's one big step you would take in the next 6 months?
Maybe I would have joined some courses to make myself upgraded and updated, keep myself updated, and then um, maybe I have to swim with along the tide, so till I reach the um, point, because we cannot accept the failure, in the sense we should not make it a failure. So I should make every stone turn, so that um, somehow I should achieve it. We should make things work. So think of all possible ways, maybe some new technologies to be included. I'm in IT field, so maybe some new technologies have to be included, or drag in some more resources, or do something myself, whatever is possible from my end. Maybe that kind.
And
Angeline, Indu, Priya, welcome Priya, Shruti, Sneha, Vinisha. Anything you want to share?
Yes, when I was planning for a enrollment for a course, probably I'll have to do that. Yeah.
Wonderful. Yes, Indu.
Mm, yes, thank you. Probably failure was not something that I need to worry about. I would really try and take up coaching or mentoring, uh, which I really like to do. But there's always something that is holding me back. What if I am not able to answer the questions that the mentee asks? Or what if I'm not in a position to really support? Because the younger people who are coming in, they are more knowledgeable, they have more exposure compared to what I have. This is something which is holding me back always. So this is something I would probably try it out.
Sure, Indu. Let's connect offline, and I'll tell you it's a myth that you have to answer all the questions that your mentee or the coachee asks. That's the power of mentoring and coaching, and we'll connect.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, most welcome. Vinisha, you have something to share?
Hi, yeah. So this is not. I mean, obviously, I have things that I'm definitely going ahead and doing. I mean, I read this book. I just want to share an experience about this book, and I hold it very dear to my heart. I read this book in 2007. I first read this book in 2007 when I was going for an interview at that time, and this book was at the back of my car, and I was sitting and I was going on the way to the interview, and I just happened to read the first 5 pages of the book. I read the first 5 pages of the book and I went for the interview. And guess what? I negotiated for 100% hike in my salary and I got it. So, so this book is so dear to me. Have I read the rest of the book? No, I haven't. Because those first 5 pages of that
Did the
book
magic.
did the complete magic. So I'm just trying to reiterate that, the magic of thinking big. If there's so much of power in the first 5 pages of the book. Sometimes as I picked up the book a few months ago, I said, if there's so much of power in the first 5 pages, I might as well go through the whole book again. But I kept it at my bedside, but unfortunately never got to really read it because I was reading another book. And that's why when I saw this Magic of Thinking Big session today, I said, oh, I must come here today. So I think that was my first, I would say, instance, or I'd say the magic that happened of truly thinking big, in 2000, back in 2007. And ever since, it's been a roller coaster ride, and things are just, I mean, the mind's just shifted completely. So, yeah, thanks.
Awesome.
Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
Yeah. How to think and dream creatively. And one very common thought that we all know, but in the back of our heads, where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's a thought, there is an action. So creativity is finding new ways forward when old paths are blocked. I think being an Indian, we all of us happen to do one thing that brings out, path to what we want eventually at the end. And there is also one very cool word that we call, if anybody can help me.
I know
Anybody?
the word, so I'll keep quiet.
Yeah, that's right. One word that
Can
we
you
in
repeat
huh,
yourself?
sorry,
Could you repeat yourself? You're looking for one word.
one word that we Indians use that gets us done all the things that we want to do. Always gives us a way and
God.
direction.
Jugaad?
Exactly. Yes. Yes. So हम कितने जुगाड़ू हैं हम we can reach to the prime minister at the end of the day if we want if we have to get something done, then it's just something that we want in life for ourselves, and then we think so many times we are so much afraid of taking actions. So yeah, big thinkers use imagination to turn obstacles into opportunities, and we Indians use jugaad. um, a little bit of reflection. What challenge in your life needs a fresh perspective? And what's one creative step that you can take that would help you this week? Okay. So tell me one thing. In the next 30 years, this is one reflection that David Schwartz himself was giving in a facilitation. And he has mentioned this example. If we were to give, if we were to get all the jails closed in the next 30 years, would that be possible? All the criminal jails, it would all be closed. There would be no jails in the world.
Closed in the sense nobody put behind the bars.
No.
Sure, it's possible.
Come again.
I'm sure it's possible.
It's a very great thinking.
I don't think that's possible. Next 30 years, I maybe even no.
But is it possible?
No, I doubt it is. Vinisha says yes, it
Yes,
is.
it is.
Shruti says
No.
no. Complete divide we are. Huh? Mohana, it all banks on you. Whichever side you go, it will be that direction.
Oh no, I gave you the link, so it's a no.
Okay. Now just assume, Shruti, Mohana, just assume that we were to close all the jails. There would be no jails at all, and we have to find a way. No criminal is behind the bars. Then how would we go about it? What would we do in the world? And everybody else in the meeting.
It'll sound inhuman, but maybe get rid of the criminals.
So in India, the last death sentence was given some some 10 years, a decade ago. I don't remember the exact number of years, but it was at least a decade ago.
Yeah.
But there's still so many jails, and people would even want to have more jails with all the crimes happening. But by closing jails, the goal here is to stop crimes. And what is a few things, obviously, you might have in your minds that we can do to stop crimes, control
More
criminals?
jobs, more money, more education,
Yes,
maybe even a different kind of punishment, not behind jail, but I don't know. I'm
right.
not okay with the Porsche wala case where he was asked to write a 300-word essay.
Application.
That is not, yeah,
Yeah.
that is not okay with me. But something that really makes the person reflect.
Yes, that's true. More education, less poverty, and all of this, we are thinking of closing jails, which I think would never be possible in the world. There would be, I think, still be some countries where there are no crimes happening. I'm not sure. But if we are thinking that we can close the jails, we have a way how we can close the jails, how we can work on our idea that in the next 30 years, there will be no crimes and criminals. There could be more youth centers, more education, less poverty, more jobs in the market. Yeah, so that's what the idea is. We can move to
No
the next
AI.
slide. Yeah, please share.
I said no AI.
Yeah, no AI, yes.
I just heard TCS is laying off 12,000
12,000.
people.
Yeah,
Should I move ahead?
yeah, sure. So this is one of my favorite quotes from Nike. Just do it. Just do
There's a
it.
beautiful story behind it also.
Please share, Ishita.
Um, okay, so when Nike was started manufacturing, uh, they were at a scalable level where they had to create a logo and image for themselves. A internal team member who wasn't really a designer yet just was thinking what to do, how to do. It's a brand logo. There should be a shoe on the brand, but then that wasn't the requirement when they were thinking about a logo or a tagline. And that's when the he just did a tick mark that this will be our logo, that I have done this. And uh, at that time, he just gave the same tagline that it's a tick mark. I have done it, so just do it. Karke. Something like that. There is more of a story, like a detailed story of it, but it summarizes to this. It was not very thought through, but today the same tick mark and the same just do it stands for so many other things too.
Yeah.
Especially with the sports people, with what their niche market is or the target market is.
And I would love to go forward and read the story about it because for a very long time, I love this whole phrase and tagline. Just do it, and whatever it's coming,
Yeah.
if you can do it, just do it. Okay. Identify if you can use a new notebook and a pen for this activity.
Yeah.
Everyone. Ready? Identify 3 key takeaways from the book that we have learned yet that has hit a spot for you. Hope you all are doing it.
Yes.
Commit to one small change that you'll implement this week. Very minor, but something that would make a difference. Hoping you all are done.
Yeah.
If you can choose one of your accountability partners here from the chat and share that with all of us. Maybe Shanti ma'am Mohana or Ishita or Mohana, Sneha, Shruti, anybody?
I'm going by your advice, Sakshi, to join something that makes me move a little bit more.
That's awesome. Yeah, and something very cool, swimming, Pilates, maybe. Angeline, Venisha, Ishita, would you want to share?
Yeah, I can share. Um, so out of the three takeaways, I could note down only two of them, out of which one is I will not fear of being judged, which is more practical to my personal, applicable to my personal life than professional life. And and the second thing that I commit to change, trying to achieve my goal that I have, is to try and follow a stricter routine, and I will not lose my resilience for it. I will not get demotivated with one failure. So these are the two things that I have thought about.
All the
And
best,
now all
Ishita.
of you are my accountability partner
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I've
we
shared it
already believe
last.
you can do it. Yes.
Hold you accountable. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mohana, what are you doing this week?
I have to plan. I haven't thought of anything. I,
Any quick idea, any week plan, something from the book that has hit a spot for you?
no, I have to think about this.
Okay.
And then
All right, all right. We can move to the next slide. Manage your environment, go first class. Now, the picture we have in front of us is from a first class flight. And I wonder, once we have had this experience, would we want to go to economy back again? Would we love going on a flight in economy as much as we would love in business class or first class? I don't think anybody is going to say a yes for that. Like, so obviously it's a no from everybody, and we all want to travel first class, be first class no matter what. And it's not always about a flight or a train or just, buying the things materialistically that is first class, but also keeping our thoughts, our vision, our actions, and of course, the materials that follow all of this first class. One phrase I would share is my mother would always say, "Mehenga roye ek bar, sasta roye bar bar." And it makes you go into two to three changes again and again if you have bought three shoes that are not good enough rather than just one which is always presentable, always cool and trending probably with a quality. So yeah, first class does not mean money. It means quality, thinking, positive influences, and ambitious standards. Your environment shapes your thinking, upgrades your conversations, your spaces, and your exposure. Okay, so, what's one area of your life where you have been accepting second class and you would really want to make a difference, step for yourself, and try to go first class or upgrade it?
You may laugh, but my cook.
You were
right. We will.
we will laugh, yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Every time I'm trying to recruit a cook, I'll be like, oh, she's taking too much money. And I'll settle in with the one who's taking lesser money and end up making most of the things myself. And then keep cringing, cribbing that, what's the point of hiring her when she's not supportive?
Right.
Maybe I need to change that and say, okay, I don't care, you take a few thousand rupees more, but you do exactly what I want you to do. Maybe something I'd want to do. Ishita's still laughing.
Sorry, I can't stop laughing. I'm just thinking our household helps are such a deep part of us. Uh, we keep thinking about them all the time throughout the day.
Yeah.
Tanisha is saying very important person in our lives and absolutely agree. All right. So going first class in everything you do, like you should have this thought, go first class in everything you do, and you can't afford to go any other way. Think the best because it's one-time investment, and what follows is a headache for future every day. We can move to the next slide. Think right toward people. Big thinkers see potential in others, not problems. When you first meet somebody, what are usually your thoughts and perspective towards a person? Please share it with us.
Can you repeat your question, Sakshi?
When you first meet somebody, you meet a stranger, and how do you go to meet a like talk to a stranger? What qualities, which qualities you see? And what's your perspective of that person after the first meeting?
The perspective will depend on the person completely, how they show up. What I will look for is their genuinity, their integrity, honesty, coherence between what they are saying, what they are showing, how they are being. I think that connect is important to me.
Yeah.
And if that exists, then the second meeting might happen.
That's true. I agree. Ishita?
I to first check their aura.
Yeah.
Will I be comfortable? So my current situation is I work from home and uh, most of the time I spend at home, even after work hours. And because of which I became socially awkward to an extent. And then I had to attend an event. So I was preparing my in my head that okay, I have to go out and meet people and talk to people. So I can improve my horizons, open up my horizons, my thought processes, what's happening in the industry and everything. So I was picking people based on their auras, how open they are, how how easy or difficult it will be to break through to them or talk to them. But the best part was once I got into the flow, I was in the flow because not all my life I have worked from home. So it was just the starter, but aura is something that I feel. I don't know how do I explain the word aura, but it's that welcoming feeling that that you can see in their eyes that I'm open to talk to anybody right now. Wala feeling.
Uh, we call it like a vibe. Vibe match हो गई.
वाइब
Just
मैच हो
something
गई,
just
वाइब तो
hit
बात
kind of.
करते हुए मैच होगी, बट बात करने से पहले भी you feel that there's a sense that I don't know how do I explain that, how to put it into words.
No, I can understand when you were here. So something that was there in the aura, right? Uh, sure,
Nisha.
Vinisha, please say.
Yeah, so just adding to what Ishita's saying, as they say, your aura walks into the room before you actually do. So I think that's what Ishita's talking about. It's what we bring into the room with our presence before we even open our mouth. That's what she's talking about. Am I right, Ishita?
Actually,
Anybody else want to share?
I mostly look at how what they talk and whether it matches their body language, whether they're talking what mean what they are talking. And mostly I'll be thinking of, okay, he spoke about it like this, but he doesn't mean it. This kind of feel that I will get, that kind of thought I'll get in.
I think usually when we go to talk to somebody first time and even their aura matches or their vibe matches, we feel good to talk to them. What they're saying, there has a coherence, as ma'am said. Then we would have a perspective of them being good enough, our perspective. And then we need to continue that in ourselves. That we can't be somebody who backstabs or speaks wrong behind somebody's back or thinks wrong about somebody because that way we can't build relationships. We can't lead the kind of life or a company that we are planning to. Thinking right toward people, as David Schwartz says, expands your life professionally and personally. And here are a few things that I have jotted down from the book that I really wanted to share with you all. Make yourself lighter to be lived, be likable, practice being the kind of person people like. Take Take the initiative of building friendships. Introduce yourself to others in every opportunity. Drop a personal note to new friends you want to get to know better. Accept human differences and limitations and don't be a reformer. It's still a human. You can't change it all in the first few meetings. If we are working together, of course, we have the right, we are friends, then we can share feedbacks and make a difference in a person. But when you just meet somebody, don't try to be a reformer. Find qualities to admire and like in a person, and don't let others prejudice your thinking about third person. Practice conversation generosity. Be like successful people. Encourage others to talk. I don't know if I'm doing it enough, but I am really trying to. Practice courtesy all the time. Don't blame others when you receive a setback. Remember, how you think when you lose determines how long it will be until you win. Next, let's move to the next slide. How to turn your defeat into victory. Anything anybody wants to share till now?
Nothing from my side.
Ishita?
Nothing from me. Let's move on.
So turn your defeat into victory. Everybody, each one of us have had, I think, a fear of failure, not being where we actually want to be. How to face a setback. And that's how David Schwartz addresses it, that study your setbacks. Every loss carries a lesson. Build resilience like a muscle. More, the more you bounce back, the stronger you become. And what's one past defeat you now see as a blessing in disguise? And what did it teach you? If you all can, then please share one story. I'm sure we all have.
I think this whole thing of starting up my own business. I won't say it was a setback, but it was that big blow when my organization decided to go through a restructure, and there was this scare of will I retain my role or not. It was a scare that led me to decide when I can do this well in an organization, why can't I do it outside an organization all by myself? So I think that scare was the seed for Grow with Satori.
That's really awesome. Exactly how you turn your defeat into victory. Thank you for sharing, ma'am.
Nothing at the top of my head.
Okay. Then shall we move ahead? On to the last slide. How to think like a leader. Leaders think in terms of vision, responsibility, and solutions. There is always a gap between somebody who is a leader, who acts like a leader, and who accepts a leader. I think these points fill the gap, that think in terms of vision, responsibility, and solutions. Think big. Keeping all the points that we have discussed in the past, talk to people nicely, have a great perspective about people, then take initiatives, build belief in others, and set high standards. As much as you believe in yourself, you need to make people feel good about themselves. That one thing I always have in my mind. We are often speaking about self love. I think self love is not really you just go around wondering that, oh my God, I love my hair so much. Okay, personal story. I just recently got this haircut and it's very short. It was long enough earlier. And after I got this haircut, I was wondering 8 times, ki, oh my God, what I have gotten, how would I face the world, my parents, my friends. And I've never had this short haircut. Then I go back to my PG and I see my friends still wondering what they would say, how would it go? So many thoughts taking over my head. And then they are so excited and happy. Your hair looks great. You look nice. You look very new and all of that. Next morning, I come to office. Ma'am says, uh, like, you look nice. And I think that's how I attained ki I love this haircut now. But what if they had said that, no, it does not look good. It does not suit your face. I don't think self love is coming from there then. It would be very hard for me to develop and build the level of self love when people are not, already admiring me. That's how I think you can make people believe that something about them is good and uh, believe in them. So, what area of your life you can start thinking like a leader today? And even if no one gives you permission, something where you won't feel judged, nobody would judge you, and you want to make a difference as a leader.
So many areas, but I'll keep short.
Please share.
Um, okay. It's on my mind to open a children's library where I just read books, story books to children. The intent being cultivate the habit of reading much earlier in their life. So that's something that's been on my mind. And I don't care I make money of it or not, or it runs well or not. I think it's more for my satisfaction.
I think that would be a great initiative. I would be up with you if you want.
Thank you.
Yeah, totally. Yes.
There is a very selfish motive behind it. While you keep her busy reading books, I'll do something for myself.
Wonderful. Self love.
Yeah.
Vinisha, Mohana, you want to share anything? Please share. As much as you share, you will be able to accept it that you want to do it.
I would I would say in all the aspects of, in the sense, all the throughout the day I will have to think of
Like a
like
leader.
a leader. Yes, in whatever work I do, in whatever uh, undertakings I take up, task under I take up. I think I should think like a leader. I think what I understood from this session is that I think mostly of negative aspects. Okay, this won't work, that won't work, that will not happen, this will not happen. With this, I think I should be thinking more of what can be given as a whole, as a in a as a big picture, or as a in a broad perspective, and then apply that.
Spot on, Mohana. It's all about looking at the brighter side, possibilities, and that's what I think he says. And Sakshi has been trying to explain that, think bigger, aim higher, you'll reach somewhere. Don't hold yourself
Yes,
Yes.
back. Yeah.
yes.
I'll share one personal experience I'm going through currently, and it's really sad. But um, my brother is not well, my cousin brother. He's going through cancer and it has relapsed. Earlier, it was spine cancer. Now it's a brain tumor and three tumors in the brain. And when the doctors tried to diffuse it, they had to stop midway because it was so critical that it could not be diffused. And the boy is 17 years old right now. And it has been a crazy ride going on around house. Everybody is in Mumbai. They are, trying to get doctors. Things are going to happen. And my aunt, whose son is admitted in the hospital, since I have gotten to know about the tumor thing and the cancer relapsing, I have not had the audacity to speak to her, because how do you just call her and say, oh, I feel sad about it and he's my real brother, I can't do anything about it. I felt so helpless. Then I asked his elder brother, my younger elder that way, brother, to send the report to me. And then I did a proper research and what can I do about it. Then I listed out all the mails and all the big companies and agencies and medical hospitals around the world who work on this, who have proven history of making a difference, who have saved lives of a cancer patient or a tumor patient. And then I mailed to St. Jude, that's in US. And yesterday they have responded.
Wow.
Yeah. And she called me herself today that Sakshi, I am going to give his reports to the doctor today. And once the doctors, send it to the CENTU directly, because oncologists will talk to their doctors in US, then we can proceed ahead with his procedures and whatever has to be done. So if sitting here, so much could happen. Just believing that, there is always a way. Just believe it, it can happen. And there is always a way. Failure is just a little step, but if you move ahead, take a little action forward, it is going to be great for you. And failure does not exist at all. So, yes, that's from me. Um, Last, we'll go to the popcorn round. That is, share what resonated with you from today's discussion and any action that you would want to take in the next 7 days.
I think we've been all sharing all of that. And I'm watching Vinisha typing, frantically. I'm waiting for her response to pop up. But I think we can wrap up the session.
Over the years, I have removed the words no, cannot, impossible from my dictionary. That's absolutely wonderful and one of the major points in the book. Let's do one small activity, then we can wrap up the session. Move forward.
I'll move directly to the picture so that you can.
You all can see the picture and imagine, just have an idea of where you are right now, what resembles. I'll just read out something Manisha has shared in the chat, then we can continue. So when a challenge comes in front of me, I ask how instead of why. Exactly. That's the way.
Very powerful, Manisha.
Yes. What part do you have? So in this activity, what we're doing is choose one image where you are today, you feel metaphorically, and one image where you want to see or be in the future. And you can share that with us because you'll be able to resonate with an idea or a current situation, maybe.
I can share the center bottom row of the door. I think I'm on this side of the door. That door represents opportunities, possibilities. Curious to see what's on the other side.
I'm stuck with the the stairs. The bottom right. Uh, that one, and there is another one on the left top.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one. But then I'm more focused on the bottom one because the journey is little patchy for me right now. Even if I am reaching there on the beautifully aligned staircase, I am happy. But then, yeah, uh, this is where I am currently. But I want to eventually be that butterfly. One, it's because close to nature and anything nature inspires me. But yeah, I want to be that butterfly at the stages where I know I'm happy. And that's the funny part, you see. The goal that we try to achieve over the years, we work hard. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. And mm, when you reach that goal, maybe because of so many things that you have done and that you have put to reach that goal doesn't seem like the end of the story. It feels like just the starting. You already have a new goal in your head. So that's what it feels like. It's never the end. I mean, I've achieved my goal. It is never the story, at least for a person like me. Uh, I love the image with a small sapling also because I have recently planted pumpkin seeds and want to see them grow.
Yeah, Vinisha, please speak.
So I would go with the first, second, third image on the last row, the ocean,
Mhm.
which is expansive. So I believe that there's nothing limiting me, and I have the whole universe, the ocean, to just go and attract everything I want in my life. And I mean, I'm a true example of living my life through attracting what I want rather than chasing my goals. So I stop chasing, I just attract them through the law of attraction and other tools and techniques that I use in my life. So yeah, so for me, it's expansive. There's so much more miles and miles to go.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Vinisha, I would like to say you speak really well. You can share with all of us your Instagram. We would love to follow you.
Oh, I'm not on Instagram. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm old school.
Oh, then you're making reels for Instagram, I heard.
No, not for Instagram. They're all on LinkedIn.
Oh, then please share your account. Either way.
Sure, I'll put it in my chat.
Yeah,
In fact,
sure.
I'm launching my first, if I may, I'm launching my first webinar, Live Aligned, Lead Abundantly, on the 12th, free webinar on the 12th of August. So that's something new I'm getting into now. So it's expansive.
All the
All the
best for
best.
you. Yeah.
All the best.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
So I like this butterfly where it is stirred up from the beginning and it has become colorful, ready to fly. So I think we have to cross all the hurdles and whatever, as you told, excuses and jump over and then become like a butterfly.
That's a great thought. Absolutely. I would also like to share for me from the Ishita's ideas only something popped up. So the stairs in the bottom, which has, a bit of help if I need, because I am scared of heights. So then I would be going forward, moving ahead. And yeah, but then I would want to be in the stair that does not have any help around. I would still be scared, I know. But once I'm in the top, I'll be fearful. Sorry,
Fearless.
yeah, fearless. So that would be yes. Yeah. All right. With that, I'm done with sharing the chapters. If you have anything left to share with us, please do.
Sakshi, well done. I think this was the first time for you to present something to someone. Thanks for sharing your lessons learned with us through the book. I'm hoping you motivated few of us to read the book and complete it soon. Thank
I
you.
hope I have. Please go ahead, read the book. It has actual actions that you can take. Particularly if you're fearful of this, you can do this. So just go ahead and read Vinisha. You've already started it, right? All right.
Lovely. Thank you.
Yeah, we can. Thank you, everyone.